that did not have Uru, they added A in front of him and they made him Arunan. Garuda's elder brother's name is Arunan. Okay. This Arunan, what he does is, seeing he is halfly formed, he curses his own mother. What he curses his own mother? He says, you will become a dasi. You will become a dasi. Why you could not wait for some more time? Now you will become a dasi. He curses them. Curses her. He curses Vinuta to become a dasi. Then Aruna becomes what? Aruna is whom now?
Surya Sarathi.
Sarathi of Surya Bhagavan. Charioteer of Surya Bhagavan. Correct. So now, that is why in the morning also, first the color appears. Aruna comes first, then only the sun comes. Because he is the one who is riding the chariot. So his color only will come first. So first the sky will be crimson red in color. It's already sunrise. So no, I cannot show. It will be crimson red in color. Then comes Surya Bhagavan. Okay. Now Aruna's story is completed. Now there was one more egg. Okay. This one more egg, what happened? It became a fully formed beautiful baby, and this baby was very beautiful. Till today in Tamil they say if somebody's nose is very sharp and beautiful, they say Garudan mari mook irukku, they will say. So that is, Garuda has a beautiful sharp features. So Garuda mari mook irukku, they will say. If somebody is very featureful, they will say Garuda mari mook irukku. So that kind of features he had, and he looked very, 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 very beautiful, this Garuda. Okay, this Garuda was so beautiful that he looked very beautiful and he was very good. Okay, so now Garuda is born. After Garuda is born, what happens? Garuda is born. Garuda's aharam, as usual. You cannot expect him to be a vegetarian. As usual, Garuda's aharam will be sarpam, because that is food cycle. So, and then he will not eat his brothers and all, don't worry. His brothers he won't eat, but his other, people what they throw, and then these insects, all these things are his aharam. Okay, Garuda's aharam. You cannot expect Garuda to come and have tair sadam. Like how they keep in temples outside, they will keep curd rice and they will expect Garuda to come and have curd rice. It is not nyayam only. Garuda is not a person who has curd rice. He is a person who, for every this one, you should fit into the food cycle. You cannot expect Garuda to have rasam sadam, tair sadam, puliyodara and all. It is not possible. He will not have all those things. He will have insects, he will have snakes, he will have such kinds of things only. Mamsam, etc., 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 whatever is available. Without harming anyone, he will have all these things only. Okay. So now, coming to the point. ஜெயலக்ஷ்மி பார்த்து நீங்கள் மியூட்டில் போட்டுக்கணும், சும்மா அன்மியூட் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கக்கூடாது. ஸோ கம்மிங் டு த பாயிண்ட். பை எவ்ரி ஒன் இன் அன்மியூட் டுடே. Yes. Coming to the point. Now, in Vaikuntham, there are Nitya Suris. About Nitya Suris also I spoke. Nitya Atma, Jivatma, Nitya, they are also called as Nitya Atma. We are Jivatma. Okay. Once we attain Mukti, we become Muktatma. Okay. But in Vaikuntham, there is something called as Nitya Suris. These Nitya Suris will not get destroyed in Pralayam. Okay. Who are these Nitya Suris? These Nitya Suris are people who keep on doing Kainkaryam, that is, who keep on helping Bhagavan in various ways. These Nitya Suris are none other than Bhagavan only. Okay, but because Bhagavan, he is in all Swarupam. So these Nitya Suris are also Bhagavan only. So this Nitya Suris, one among the Nitya Suri is Garuda. Why? Why is Garuda a Nitya Suri? What is he doing to Bhagavan?
He's doing Kainkaryam.
What Kainkaryam? Vahanam. Okay. Come on, everyone name the Nitya Suris. One is Garuda. One more. Adishesha. Very good. Ananta. Very good. Adishesha is the first Nitya Suri. He is the ever, remember this, Adishesha is the very, very first Nitya Suri. That is why he is called as Ananta also. One more Nitya Suri. Peacock illa. Anjaneer. Yes, Anjaneer. Very good. Hanuman. Very good. Hanuman is a Nitya Suri. Then. Nandiya. Hey. Ram. Then who is a Nitya Suri? Very poor. Vishwaksenaya Namaha. Vishwaksena is a Nitya Suri. Nobody has heard Vishwaksena. Vishwaksena is a Nitya Suri. Paduka is a Nitya Suri. Paduka is also doing Bhagavan Kainkaryam. Paduka is a Nitya Suri. So there are so many Nitya Suris who are... Chakram is not a Nitya Suri. Chakram is an Ayudam. Chakram Panchajanya Mandal is not Nitya Suris. No.
Acharyas.
No. That and all comes later. These are the ever first Nitya Suris. Garudan, Vishwaksenan, Padukai, Asheshan. Sheshan is the first. Sheshan should come first. Sheshan, Garudan, Vishwaksenan, Padukai, all these are, yes. All these are doing Nitya Kainkaryam to Bhagavan. These are the Nitya Suris. Okay. So now talking about Garuda. Garuda is Vedam. Okay. How do you know when Garuda is coming? They say you will hear Vedam. When he flies and comes, it will be as though Veda Dhwani is coming. That is how you can predict that Perumal is coming. Okay, first the Dhwani will come, Veda Dhwani will come, then only Garuda will come. So that is how, first Dhwani, that Dhwani you will hear, that is when you will recognize that Garuda is coming. He is full of Vedam. So he is Vedatma. Okay, another name is he is Vedatma. Okay, this Vedatma will not get destroyed even during Pralayam. Okay, Vedam is something that will not get destroyed during Pralayam. So that is why he is also called as Vedatma. Now one more thing everyone will have doubt, that Bhagavan is eternal, Vedatma is eternal. Then why Kadru and Vinuta gave birth to Garuda? You should ask me this question. Then why Kadru Vinuta story came? Why did Garuda's birth happen? Garuda is a Nitya Suri. Garuda is ever present in Vaikuntham. Then why did Garuda come? You should ask me like that question. You should ask. But I asked myself. Okay. So now the answer for that I will give myself. So like how in Santana Gopala Krishna Dashakam in Narayaniyam, this is explained. It is like Bhagavan will call Arjuna and Krishna to Vaikuntham and he will give Vaikuntha Natha Darshanam. Okay, Krishna also will be standing, Arjuna also will be standing, Vaikuntha Natha Perumal also will be there in Vaikuntham. That is, Perumal is eternal in Vaikuntham. He is not going to get up and come and as every avataram. Only a spark of him comes down as avataram. So that way, even Garuda is present there. Just for Garuda to have a charitram. Okay, Garuda's story takes place as Vinuta and Kadru's son. Okay, coming back to the story. Okay, what happens? Garuda is born. Garuda, as we know, he is a pakshi, so he will eat all kinds of things. All these only is his aharam. All kinds of things is his aharam. The snake, this insects, all these things only, not curd rice. Definitely not curd rice. Always remember. Okay. So in Kovil and all, they will keep curd rice only as Aharam for Bhagavan, but Garuda. But his Aharam is, he, according to the food cycle, whatever his Aharam is, that only he will have. Okay. So now coming back to the Kadru and Vinuta story, what will happen is, Garuda, equal to those hundreds and thousands of Sheshanagam, Garuda one in himself was a very powerful one. Okay. Now, this Kadru, one day with Vinuta, she will be washing clothes. Okay. Earlier days, your work only you should do. So they were washing clothes in a river side. At that, they are Kashyapa Muni's wife. So Muni wife means they have to do all their work on their own only. Okay, they were washing clothes. At that time, what happens? Kadru tells to Vinuta, there was a white color horse. Okay, there was a white color horse that passed on the sky. At that time, Kadru tells to Vinuta, see there in that white color horse. Suddenly she gets an idea to make Vinuta her dasi. But before that, mind it, I have told you that Aruna had given Shapa to Vinuta saying that you will become a dasi. Kadru also gets the idea. So thoughts are always powerful. You should have control over your thoughts always. Okay. You should remember this point. You should have control over your thoughts. Whatever you thinking is very strong. Whatever you thinking is very strong. That is why you should keep your thoughts clear and powerful. Okay. Because of Aruna's thoughts, Kadru got thoughts like this to make Vinuta her dasi. Okay, so what happens was when a white color horse went up in the sky, at that time Kadru tells to Vinuta, see there is a horse going on the sky, but that horse has black color tail. Okay. Vinuta says, no, the horse has white colored tail only. I saw it. So Kadru says, no, it was black colored tail. The same way, Shakuni, how he says betta and Pandavas lost everything. The same way she also says, okay, let's have a bet. Tomorrow at the same time the horse will come. If the horse has black colored tail, then you have to do all my work. Okay, you have to do all my work. You have to sweep for me, you have to wipe for me, you have to cook for me. I will sit, you have to press my leg. All these works you have to do for me, she says. Vinuta innocently, she says, agreed. Okay, bet no, agreed. I know it was white color only. Now, Kadru, she goes home and she makes one idea. What idea she does is she tells her children. Her children are what color? They're all in black color. Okay. So she tells her children, you go and each one of you go and there were so many children. She had so many children. She says, you go and each one of you round in the tail of that horse and let the horse tail become black when Vinta sees tomorrow. These children, being a good Atma, they say that I will not do it. This is wrong. I will not do it. That time she curses. Okay, that is why I say thoughts are powerful. You should have control over your thoughts. Then you cannot repent. After one thing happening, you cannot repent over it. So you should be very careful with what you think. So she curses. She says, how can you tell no to your mother? This comes in Mahabharatam. Garuda Charitram comes in Mahabharatam. She tells, there will be a yagam that is conducted by Janamejayan and you all will fall into the Agni and you all will die. Okay, you will all die because of Janamejayan. Now, who is Janamejaya? Parikshit Maga. Parikshit son, very good. Why did he conduct a yagam and why did they die?
He got some curse from Samsika, son of Samsika.
He had a skin disease. Janamejaya had a skin disease, correct. Then he comes to Guruvayur and cures his skin disease, correct. But Why did Janamejaya do a yagam and why did he kill so many sarpam? What is the link between sarpam? Janamejaya appa yaru? Parikshit. How did Parikshit die?
அந்த லெமன் குள்ள ஒரு
பாம்பு. கரெக்ட். ஸ்னேக்.
இருப்பாரு. சாவு வரக்கூடாது. எப்படினா I want to escape from the death.
Yes.
அந்த லெமன் குள்ள
Yes, snake. Yeah, he dies because of a snake. So that is why to take revenge, Janamejaya will perform a yagam where he will take revenge for his father killing so many snake. At that time he gets skin disease and then he goes. That is how they tell Guru Vairappan cures diseases and all. All this is okay, correct. Okay, very good. At least so much you know. No, it is very good. Okay, so next what happens is. You will get killed by Janamejaya, she says. Then the Sarpam asks, what are you saying, Amma? How can you tell like this? You are our Amma. You should not have such kinds of thoughts of killing our children. Your thoughts is not pure. That is why we said like this, she says. At that time, she realizes that she made a mistake and she tells, okay, I'm sorry. What will happen is I cannot take back the curse I gave. Half of you will die. Exactly correct. When Janamejaya performs the yagam, one Maharishi comes and stops the yagam and half of them don't go into the this one. Okay, so half of you will die, she says. So they all go and they make the tail black, and then next day Vinuta loses the bet and she becomes a dasi. Okay, she becomes a dasi. So this Kutti Garuda used to see his Amma in so much trouble, and this Kutti Garuda, like how Kutti Hanuman used to play with sun, moon, stars and all, Kutti Garuda also very cute, and especially I told you Garuda was a very beautiful bird. So this Kutti Garuda used to play with everything around, and he used to play in the Nakshatra Mandalam. He used to go and push the sun. He used to go and push the moon. He used to go and push the Mercury. He used to go and push the Pluto, and he used to go and play with them, thinking that is a ball. So Garuda was that powerful. That is, if you are that powerful only, you can become a Vahana of Bhagavan. So so there is an important temple in Nachiyar Kovil. There is a Garudan called as Kalgarudan. Yes. So that Kalgarudan will remove all kinds of Nagadosham, because Abharanama, that Kalgarudan will have Nagam around him. Okay. When one thing is more powerful than the other thing, then only that thing can help you to come out of that problem. So in food chart also, if you see, an eagle eats the serpent or the eagle eats the snake. The same way Garuda is so much powerful that he can remove all the Naga doshams from your chart. This actual example is, I will tell you, my grandfather, my paternal grandfather, that is my father's appa. He was a complete yogi only. Okay. He used to sit in the puja room morning 7 o'clock till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock without having food, complete all Veda Parayanam, complete all slogam, everything related to Bhagavan he used to read. Daily he used to read this Garuda Shlokam. Okay, many people will think that I am simply exaggerating this, but I am not exaggerating. When my mother was pregnant, she used to hear all these things, including the Garuda Shlokam. Till today, even if somebody can see a snake on the road, I cannot see a snake on the road, to be frank. My husband will say, see, it is right in front of you. I will not be able to see it. Where is it? I will ask. So, it is really a very, very powerful shlokam. When coming back from many places, actually why he was reciting it for my father, because many people who frequently see Nagam and all, they say in some Janma at least they would have had Nagadosham, or like that. Some, if you don't have in this janma also, in some janma you would have had that dosham or something. My father used to see it frequently, so he was telling it for my father. Or if nagam keeps on coming in your dream, that also mean that you are prone to naga dosham. Okay, not in this birth means in any birth you would have been prone to nagadosham. Okay, if you don't have it in this birth also, in some other birth you would have had. So that is the reason he was telling it for my father, but I benefited. So that is what, somebody will benefit from something. Okay, so that is the reason even today when coming back from somewhere, if we go to some village side road also, in front of me it will go, but I would have missed it. I would be seeing somewhere, or I will miss it or something like that also you can take, but I cannot see really. If I go to a zoo also, till today very rarely I have seen snakes. It will be somewhere hidden inside only. So it is it will be sleeping inside of it. Maybe in that time I choose to go, but everything cannot be a coincidence, right? So there are powers in Garuda Mantram. So this is one of the powerful Garuda Mantram only. Okay, yes. It is composed in dandakam meter. Okay, there are this dandakam is famous, and there is one more dandakam called as Shamala dandakam, written by Kalidasa. That is also very very famous. Easily they won't write in dandaka meter, because dandaka meter is little difficult to read. It will be very small to see, but it will not be very easy to read also. Yeah, so we continue. Those who reading, please raise your hands. I will read once and show. I am also not very perfect in this, but I will read once and show. But I am reading it regularly from many years, and it is very good. But I will read once and show you. Okay. Namapan श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किकेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि नमः पन्नगनद्दाय वैकुण्ठवशवर्तिने श्रुतिसिन्धुसुधोत्पाद मन्दराय गरुत्मते गरुडमखिलवेदनीडाधिरूढं द्विषत्पीडनोत्कण्ठिताकुण्ठवैकुण्ठपीठीकृतस्कन्दमीडे स्वनीडागतिप्रीतरुद्र सुकीर्तिस्तनाभोगगाढोपगूढस्फुरत्कण्ठकाव्रात वेदव्यतावेपमानद्विजिह्वादिपाकल्पविष्पार्यमान् स्फटावाटिकारत्नरोचिश्चटा राजिनीराजितं कान्तिकल्लोलिनीराजितम् जय गरुडसुपर्णदर्विकाराहार देवादिपाहार दिवौकस्फटिक्षिप्तदम्बोलिधाराकिनाकल्पकल्पान्तवातोल् कल्पोदयानल्प वीरायितोद्यच्चमत्कार जैत्रध्वजारोह निर्धारितोत्कर्ष संकर्षणात्मन् गरुत्मन्मरुत्पञ्चकादीश सत्यादिमूर्ते न कश्चित् समस्ते नमस्ते पुनस्ते नमः. I will put comma, wait. Nama idamajahat sarpaya saparyaya paryaya niryaya pakshani laspala pato divici chapo chapeta hatagada patala bankara sankrudda nagendra pida sruni bhav basvanna keshrene ye chanda tundaya nrityad bhujanga bruve vajrine damshtrayatu अध्यात्म विद्या विधेया विधेय भवद्दास्य पादाये भवद्दास्य मापादयेता धयेताश्च मे मानुरनुगत पक्षिवक्त्रस्फुरत्तारकस्तावकश्चित्रभानुप्रिया शेखरस्त्रायतां नस्त्रिवर्गापवर्गप्रसूति परव्योमधामन् बलद्वेषि दर्पज्वलद्वालकिल्य प्रतिज्ञावतीर्णस्थिरां तत्त्वबुद्धिं परां भक्तिदेनु जगन्मूलकन्दे मुकुन्दे महानन्ददोग्ध्रीं ददीयामु हीनान्तक षट्त्रिंशद्गणचरणो नरपरिपाटिनवीन गुम्बगुणः विष्णुरथदण्डकोऽयं विघटयतु विपक्षवाहिनी व्यूहं विचित्रसिद्धिदसोऽयं वेङ्कटेश विपश्चित गरुडध्वजतोषाय गीतो गरुडदण्डकः. One second. Meena Sudarshan. Namapannaganadaya Vaikunta-Vashavartine Shruti-Sindhu-Sudotpada-Mandaraya Garutmate.
Namapannaganadaya Vaikunta-Vashavartine Shruti-Sindhu-Sudotpada-Mandaraya Garutmate.
Once more.
Namapannaganadaya Vaikunta-Vashavartine Shruti-Sindhu-Sudotpada-Mandaraya Garutmate.
Okay. Kritika Vaikuntam. Garudamakila, Veda Nidadirodam, Dvishatpidanotkanta, Dvishatpidanotkantita, Kunta Vaikunta Pitikrita, Skandhamide, Swanidhagati, Prita Rudra, Sukirti, Sukirti, who is Sukirti? Garuda wife. Okay. Yes, wife. Sukirti, Stanabhogha, Gadopagudas, Gadopaguda, Spurat, Kantakavrat, Veda, Vyathavepamana, Dvijikhvadi, Pakalpa, Vishparya, Mana, Spatavatika, Ratna Rochishchata, Raji Nirajitam, Kanti Kalloli Nirajitam. படிக்கிறீங்களா? நான் வாட்டி படிக்கவா?
இல்ல படிச்சு.
சூப்பர். 2 times.
கருட மகிழ வேதநீதாதி ரூடம் விஷத்பீடனோத்கண்டிதா குண்ட வைகுண்ட பீடீகிருத ஸ்கந்தமீடே ஸ்வலீலா கதி प्रीतरुद्रा सुकीर्ति स्तनाभोग काटोपकूट स्फुरत्कण्डकभ्राद वेदव्याधा वेपमान विजिह्वाति काकल्पविष्पार्यमाण स्फटावाटिका रत्नरोसिश्चडा राजिनीराजितम् कान्तिकल्लोलिनीराजितम् गरुडमखिल वेदनीतातिरूढं विषत्पीडनोत्कण्डिता कुण्डवैकुण्ठ पीडीकृत स्कन्दमीडे स्वनीढाकदि प्रीतरुद्रा सुकृति स्तनाभोग काटोपकूट स्फुरत्कण्डकभ्रात वेदव्याधा वेपमान द्विज्वादि पाकल्प विष्पार्य मान स्फटावाटिका रत्नरोसिश्चडा राजिनीराजितं कान्तिकल्लोलिनीराजितम्.
Garuda, who is Vedas? He is the Vedas. I told you he is Vedatma. So he is the Vedas. He is the seat of Vaikuntanatha, and he also stays in Kuntamilada Vaikuntam. There is no Kurai in Vaikuntam. He also stays in Vaikuntam. His wife Sukirti also waits for him when he goes for Savari and comes. So she waits for him every time he goes to Savari and comes. And when he comes, she hugs him and welcomes him. Such a Garuda is beautiful and when he goes up, all the fears, all the enemies run away. So that kind of Garuda whom the enemies or fear that Garuda. That is why Garuda dandakam benefit also. It removes the enemies from us. So enemies will fear when Garuda comes. Okay, next. Lalita. Jaya Garuda, Suparna, Darvikara, Hara, Devadi Pahara, Harin, Devaukaspati, Kshipta, Dhamboli, Dara, Kinakalpa, Kalpanta, Vatula, Kalpo, Dayanalpa, Virayitodhya, Chamatkara, Daityari, Chaitra, Dvajaroha, Nirdharitotkasha, Sankarshanatman, Garutman, Marutpanchakadhisha, Satyadimurte, Nakashchit, Samaste, Namaste, Punaste, Namaha.
जय गरुड सुपर्ण दर्वीकराहार देवादिपाहार हारि दिवौकस्पति क्षिप्तदम्भोलिधारा किनाकल्प कल्पान्त वातूल कल्पोदयानल्प वीरायितोद्यच्छ चमत्कार दैत्यारि जैत्रध्वजारोह निर्धारितोत्कर्ष संकर्षणात्मन् गरुत्मन् मरुत्पञ्चकाधीश सत्यादिमूर्ते न कश्चित् समस्ते नमस्ते पुनस्ते नमः. जय गरुड सुपर्ण दर्वीकराहार देवादिपाहार हारिन् दिवौकस्पति क्षिप्तदम्भोलिधारा किनाकल्प कल्पान्त वातूल कल्पोदयानल्प वीराजितोद्यच्चमत्कार दैत्यारि जैत्र ध्वजारोह निर्धारितोत्कर्ष संकर्षणात्मन् गरुत्मन् मरुत्पञ्चकाधीश सत्यादिमूर्ते न कश्चित् समस्ते नमस्ते पुनस्ते नमः.
Poonam, read from Nama Pannaganadhaya to Punaste Namaha.
नमः पन्नगनद्धाय वैकुण्ठवशवर्तिने शुचिसिन्धुसुधोत्पादमन्दराय गरुत्मते गरुडमखिलवेदनीढादिरूढं द्विषत्पीडनोत्कण्ठिता कुण्ठवैकुण्ठपीठीकृत स्कन्धमीडे स्वनीडागति प्रीतरुद्रा सुकीर्ति स्तनाभोगगाढोपगूढ स्फुरत्कण्टकव्रात वेधव्यथावेपमान द्विजिह्वादिपाकल्प विष्पार्यमाण स्फटावाटिका रत्नरोचिष्पटा राजिनीराजितं कान्तिकल्लोलिनीराजितं. जय गरुड सुपर्ण दर्वीकराहार देवादिपाहार हारिन् दिवौकस्पति क्षिप्त दम्भोलिधारा किणाकल्प कल्पान्त वातूल कल्पोदयानल्प वीरायितोद्यच्चमत्कार दैत्यारि जैत्रध्वजारोह निर्धारितो मरुत्पञ्चकाधीश सत्यादिमूर्ते न कश्चित् न समस्ते नमस्ते पुनस्ते नमः.
So, I told you already that Vinuta is held as captive by Kadru. Correct? So, Kadru is holding Vinuta captive. That is, she has become Dasi. So, this story is a very interesting story. Listen. So, the snakes ask, the Garuda asks, I cannot see my mother doing so much work. I want to release her from being a Dasi. Okay. So, these snake tells, okay, they are doing Amrita Mantanam, it seems. You go and get the Amritam for us. Then we will release your mother, they say. So what Garuda does? That is only here. Jaya Garuda Suparna Darvikara Hara Devadi Pahara Harin Devadi Parahara Harin. Devas were supposed to consume Amritam. This fellow comes in 1 minute. He takes Mahima. That is, he has Ashtama Siddhis. He takes the Mahima Swarupam and he takes the Amritam in his mouth. Okay, he holds the amrutam in his mouth and he becomes very small, impossible to capture. Okay, one more Ashtama Siddhi, that is, he like Hanuman. How Hanuman grew and Hanuman became small, the same way Hanuman is also Nityasuri, Garuda is also Nityasuri. So they have Ashtama Siddhis in them. Okay, so he goes down, then he comes to these, what to say, Sarpam, and what he does, that is the trick he does. He keeps Darbai down and he keeps Darbai up. In middle, he keeps the Amrita pot. Okay. Snakes cannot go near Darbai. Okay, it will burn them. Okay. And he will say with Darbai only he will feed them Amritam. Okay, now what happens when he is about to feed them Amritam? He says, you all are dirty from many days. You have not taken bath. You all go take bath and come. And he asks them to go take bath and come. They all become very clean and they come. They think they are going to become immortal by having Amritam. At that time, what Garuda does? Garuda uses his mati. That is why if you are big Vishnu Bhaktas, you will have good intelligence. Because Buddhan Buddhi, as I always say. Buddha Adipati Vishnu Bhagavan, his buddhi, you will also get. So what he does, he takes the darbai and he keeps it on their tongue. That is when their tongue also split, it seems. That is the story behind tongue. The snake tongue will be split. So because of the darbai, it split, it seems. So that is what Bhattadrinvatha Deshika has written in these shlokas. Okay, this is the story of it. Now, yes, next. Punita. Nama idam nama kama idam kama jahrit kama saparyaya kama paryaya kama niryaya kama pakshani kama laspala kama nodvela kama patodi kama vichi kama chapeta hatagada kama patala kama bhankara kama sankritta kama nagendra kama pida srunibhava kama basvanna kashrenaye kama chanda kama tundaya kama nrityat kama bhujanga kama bhruve kama vajrine kama damstraya kama tubhyam kama adhyatma vidya kama vidheya kama bhavadasya mapadayeta kama dayetascha me.
Ma idamahat saparyaya paryaya niryada paksha nilaspala nodvela padoti vichi chapeda hatakada padala bankara sankritta nakendra peda sunibhava basvanna kashrene chanda tundaya nirudyat bhujanga bhruve vajrine damstraya dubhyat matyat ma vidya videya bhavattasya dayetascha me.
No writing.
Nama idamajahat saparyaya paryaya niryada pakshani raspala nodvela padoti vichicha peda hatakada padala bankara sankritta nakendra peda srinibhava vasvanna keshrene chanda tundaya nirudyat bhujanga bhruve vajrine damstraya dubhyat matyat ma vidya videya bhavattasya dayetascha me.
Thank you. So, what is his ayudam? He does not have Sudarshanam or he does not have Kamudaki, etc. What is his ayudam? What is Garuda's ayudam? Beak, correct. Mook, correct. Beak. Then, yes, and nails. Beak and nails. So that kind of person who is having beak and nails as ayudam, and his sound, it seems. if you hear eagle and all have a certain kind of sound, that sound itself will cause bhayam to all the enemies, it seems. Bhamkhara, that sound itself will cause frighten to the enemy, and his, what to say, his flattering the wings also will make the enemy get tensed and run away. So that kinds of Garuda, we do namaskaram to the Veda Swarupam of Garudan. Yes. Srivalli. Aita? Illa. No, illa. Okay. Manuranugat Kami Kama Pakshi Vaktra Kama Spurattara Kastava Kaschitra Kama Spurat Kama Tarakas Kama Tavakaschitra Kama Bhanupriya Kama Shekharastrayatam Kama Nastrivarga Kama Pavarga Kama Prasutihi Kama Paravyoma Daman Kama Baladveshi Darpa Kama Jwaladwala Kilya Kama Pratignavatirna Kama Siram Tattva Buddhim Kama Param Bhakti Denum Kama Jaganmoola Kande Kama Mukunde Kama Mahananda Dogdrim Kama Dadita Kama Mudakama Hinama Kama Hinama Hinantaka.
Manuranugat Pakshi Vrakstra Spurataraka Stavaka Kaschitra Banu Priya Shekhara Sayantra Nastri Varga Pravarga Prasutihi Para Vyoma Dhaman Validvesha Darpa Jwala Kilya Pratignaavatirna Stiram Tattva Buddhim Param Bhakti Dhenum Jaganmoola Khande Mukunde Mahananda Drobhim Gaditha Buddhaka Mahina Mahinantaka. Shall I read again? Manurarugata Pakshi Vakstra Surattaraka Stavaka Kaschitra Banu Priyashekara Srayantham Nastrivarga Pavarga Prasuti Paravyoma Dhaman Validvesha Dharpa Jwala Kilya Pratignaavatirna Stira Tattva Buddhim Param Bhakti Denum Jaganmoola Kande Mukunde Mahananda Dogdrim Daditha Mudaka Mahinantaka.
Yes. உமா நரசிம்மன் நம பன்னகன் அத்தியாயிலிருந்து மஹீனாந்தக வரைக்கும் படிங்க.
நம பன்னகன வைகுண்ட வசவர்த்தினே ஸ்ருதி சிந்து சுதோத்பாத மந்தராய கருத்மதே திருடமற்ற வேத நீதாதி ரூடம் விஷித்பீத நோட்கண்டிதா குண்ட வைகுண்ட பீதீகத ஸ்கந்த மீரே ஸ்வநீடாக ராஷ்கீர்த்திஸ்ன நாபோக காடோக கூடஸ்புரக்கண்டக விராத வேதவ்யகாவேபமான விஜிக்வாதி கல்ப விஷ்கார்ய மானஸ்படாடி காரத்ன ரோச்சித்த தாராஜி நீராஜிதகாந்தி கல்லோலி நீராஞ்சிதம் ஜய கருட சுபர்ண தர்வீகராஹார தேவீதி பாஹார ஹாரிந்தி ஔகஷ்பதி சித்த கம்போலி தாராகி நாகல்ப கல்பாந்த வாதூல கல்போதயானல் வீராய் चमत्कार दैत्यारि जैत्रध्वजारोह निर्तारि तोतश्च शङ्कर्षणात्मन् करुत्मन् मरुत्पञ्च कादीश सत्यादिमूर्तेन कच्चित्तमस्ते नमस्ते पुनस्ते नमः नम इदं जगत्पर्याय निर्याद भक्ष्यानि लास्पाल नोद्वेल पादोदि वीची च पेडाः पेडाहताकादपातालपङ्गारकृत्त नागेन्द्रपीडाशनीपाव पार्श्वन्नकश्रणये खण्डतुण्डाय नत्यत्भुजङ्गभ्रुवे वज्रिणे दिष्ट्रये तुभ्यम् अध्यात्मविद्या विधेया विधेयापवर्ताच्य मापादयेतातयेताश्च मे मनुरणुकरभक्षिवक्त्रस्फुरत्तारकस्तावकच्चित्रभानुप्रिया शेखरप्रियादा न स्त्रिवर्गापवर्गप्रसूरिप परव्योमतामन्वलच्छेबेशितर्दत्वलड्वालकिल्यप्रदिग्वातीर्न स्थिरातत्त्वबुद्धि परर्भक्ति तेनोजगन्मूलकन्दे मुकुन्दे महानन्द सुप्रीतदीतामुदा कामहीनामहीनान्तक.
So here he talks about Om Pakshi Swaha. It is a very powerful mantra. It is a mantra that helps you in that whole mantra. Vedanta Deshikan has put in these lines. Okay, that whole one mantra Vedanta Desikan has put in these lines, and he says that that mantra will help us to give mukti, will get us mukti, because it will make us close to Mukunda. That is, once you become Mukunda is mukti dadati Mukunda. The person who gives you mukti is Mukunda. So that Mukundanak, we can go near him by also holding Garuda's legs, because Garuda is a Nityasuri and he will fly and he will take you to Mukundan and he will give you mukti. Also that Om Bakshi, that mantra will help you from fear, anxiety, etc. That is why Garuda Dandakam is really very powerful, because it is made up of these kinds of mantra shakti which will help you overcome fear, anxiety, etc. If you read this regularly, it was good. Hardly it will take 2 minutes to read. So it is very good to read it daily, to include it in your daily prayers. Yes. Sujita. षट्त्रिंशत् गणचरणो नरपरिपाटी नवीन गुम्भगुणः विष्णुरतदण्डकोऽयं विघटयतु विपक्षवाहिनी व्यूहम्.
षट्त्रिंशत्कणचरणो नरपरिपाटी नवीन गुम्भगणः विष्णुरतदण्डकोऽयं विघटयतु विपक्षवाहिनी व्यूहम्. षट्त्रिंशत्गणचरणो नरपरिपाटी नवीन कुम्भकणः विष्णुरतदण्डकोऽयं विघटयतु विपक्षवाहिनी व्यूहम्.
Continue ma. Vichitra siddhida soyam Venkatesh vipashchita Garuda dvaja toshaya Gito Garuda dandakaha.
विचित्र सिद्धित सोऽयं वेङ्कटेश विभर्जिता गरुडध्वज दोषाय गीतो गरुडदण्डकः. विचित्र सिद्धित सोऽयं वेङ्कटेश विभर्जिता गरुडध्वज दोषाय गीतो गरुडदण्डकः.
So this too, it is written about what, how many words Garuda Dandaka has. It has Shatrimshat Gana. It has Shatrimshat Gana, this Dandakam. And whoever reads this will definitely not have enemies. The worst enemy is your mind. So once your mind becomes your best friend, then naturally mukti is guaranteed. So that is what he says over here. And this Garuda Dandaka, may it give all the benefits to those who sings. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Okay, let us pray for 1 minute and then we will finish. Akka, should we chant this in the morning or evening? Any time you have free time, you can chant. Okay, yes. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. May those who read Garuda Dandakam read it regularly, and may all get the benefits that it gives, and may all attain mukti at one point of time. Loka samasta sukino bhav.